Hi guys, in this video I'm going to cover the top 5 mistakes that I see beginner rune readers making. Um, the first one, we'll get straight into it, okay? The first one is buy into many conflicting books, right? You get excited about information, exploring the path that you're exploring, and you get so many different books, and you speak to so many different people who incorporate so many different systems, right? Pick one, right? You're gonna find conflicting information everywhere. Okay, that's just a reality. Um, I did it. Everyone does it. You get overly excited. And there's just a lot of information out there. It all conflicts. So just pick one and focus on studying that. Um, in fact, I created a blueprint that will guide you through that whole path. It's down in the description. There's a link there. Click it. It's free. It will lay everything out for you. Right. That's a bit of a plug. Okay. Um, so number two, the second biggest mistake I see people make is they ask yes or no questions. And at the beginning, it is kind of instinctual to ask yes or no questions, but you need to train yourself out of it. And nowadays, you have brilliant pieces of software like ChatGPT. You can just jump online and ask it to generate a load of yes or no questions and just practice rephrasing them. Practice it with your friends, anyone, because yes or no questions aren't really gonna, they're not gonna work. You're asking for guidance, you're not asking for definitive answers. So that's beginner mistake number two. Number three, and I see this everywhere, and it's using the Elder Futhorc mainly because it's popular. Now, I'm from England. My ancestors are from England as far back as you can possibly search through records, and clearly I'm English. So for me, the most ancestrally appropriate runes for me to use is the Anglo-Saxon Futhorc. Um, but the most popular rune system out there that I see is the Elder Futhorc. And people choose it mainly because it's popular. They don't look up whether or not it's ancestrally appropriate for them. Now, it's perfectly fine if you feel a connection to them to choose the Elder Futhorc. But if you're choosing it because other people are using it, then it's a bit of a problem. You need to engage in your own soul searching and a bit of research to see whether or not you'll connect with them ancestrally on a deep level. It's perfectly fine to use them if that's where you're drawn, but going with the crowd generally isn't going to produce the same results as choosing your own path. We're born alone, kind of, and we're going to die alone. It's your path to walk. Try not to walk everyone else's path, make your own. That's kind of the point there. Um, Mistake number four is a lot of beginners expect to develop instant psychic powers. Um, and it's not kind of really how things work. Um, First of all, I'm not psychic at all in any way, shape, or form, but over time you develop an intuition and a connection with the runes. It takes intentional practice and effort. So if you're expecting instant psychic results, then you're you're going to be let down, like massively, like hugely. You need to develop it. A spiritual awakening isn't just going to happen like that. It takes intention, it takes time, dedication, um, and it will come out. It will come out. It comes out in all of us. But it's not. You're not going to become Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings from just learning the few meanings of the runes and then all of a sudden you're a wizard. It doesn't work like that. It's going to take a bit of effort and a bit of time. Okay. Um, and number five, I would say the biggest, the fifth biggest mistake I see beginners make is they rush into reading for others a little bit too soon. Um, you should really, really understand the spread and the runes from reading for yourself deeply before you incorporate reading for others. Um, because you know how you can impact your own mind and you can brush things off a lot easier. If you start reading for others, clients, and things like that, the dynamic changes from you just doing it for yourself to you all of a sudden being a guide, a spiritual guide, and people taking what you say seriously. And if you make a mistake and you deal with people in the wrong way, you're going to have a serious impact. It should be the last part of your journey. It should be nowhere near the first part. So leave reading runes for other people until much later, until you're so confident with the runes that they feel like family, and the connection you have with them and the understanding of them is instinctive, intuitive, and nothing has to be forced and practiced. It's just natural, okay? So wait for that part. So that's it. That's the 5 biggest mistakes I see beginner rune readers make. If there's any more that you've seen, then pop it down in the comments. I'll be interested to hear it. If you found the video useful, hit a like on it. Yeah, and tell me what you think. If I missed anything, put it there. If you disagree with anything, put it there in the comments. We'll be interested to hear. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll see you in the next one.